guys, it's your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with a third stimulus check update video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the most trending topic in the world, my darling, and that is this $1,400 stimulus check. We're also going to talk about how the Democrats are being called out about this 2000 stimulus check. It's like, yeah, we're going to call you out on this one. Then we have states offering their own stimulus checks, so I have the update on that, and one state is bringing back their money, honey. So money for everyone. Then we're going to talk about hazard pay, unemployment, as well as $8,500 to move to one state. So honey, if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of stimulus, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friends. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below and you're in just like that, girlfriend. And while you're at it, go ahead and pick up some lipstick for your boo, for your bae, for Valentine's Day. Yes, I'm wearing it and this color is available. And get my ebook and planner while you're at it. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Right now, Susan Sarandon slams the Democrats. She's saying what they're doing is called a little bait and switch on these $2,000 relief checks. Now, she's an actress. Not quite sure what she starred in, okay? That's neither here nor there. No shade. I just don't recall, so let me know if you know her like that. Alrighty, but actress Susan Sarandon blasted the Democrats, and she said, hey, y'all are pulling this bait and switch when it comes to this $2,000 checks. She said, where the $2,000 checks that you promised us, Joe, Kamala, Reverend Warnock, Ossoff? She says, at a time when only 39% of Americans could afford $1,000 emergency and over 15 million people have lost their employee-sponsored health insurance, the difference between $1,400 and $2,000 is significant. Like, that's $600 whole dollars. Like, you can pay your car note. You can pay a lot of things with $600, right? She said, hey, that is a matter of survival. In addition to the $1,400 checks, we know that President Joe Biden wants to do the $400 federal unemployment, $350 billion for the states and local governments. But she was like, look, y'all trying to take out that $600. That's not what we thought, okay, when we voted. And I told you, I mean, you know, we all kind of felt the same way anyway. But I'm glad you said it, actress. Okay, so moving it on. Let me know down below what she plays in, all right? No shade, just don't know. All right, more than 200 Obama officials signed a letter as well supporting Biden's plan. So more than 200 Obama administration officials signed this letter. It was released today, and they urged Congress to go ahead and pass the $1.9 trillion relief bill. Even though we know the Republicans are saying it's too big, you know, they don't support it. But last night they said, hey, they're willing to support the stimulus plan, but they don't want the $15 minimum wage. So we're going to see what happens with that. Now, we want both. We want both. The American people said we want both. But according to the officials, they said every dollar we spend to strengthen our nation during this time of crisis is a down payment that will pay for itself and help our country thrive in the future. We must learn from the lessons of the last economic crisis and pass a large stimulus package to get us back on track on there. And they said, in the words of President Biden when he announced the plan, failure to do so will cost us dearly. And I agree 100%. So let's make it happen. I have faith in my elected officials. Y'all are going to come through for the American people. It's Friday. I'm just optimistic at this point, and I'm happy it's Friday. All right, so moving along, in Minnesota, a group calls for a state stimulus for families in poverty. So as of right now, as the talks ramp up about this whole nother package, Minnesota groups are saying, hey, families are still falling below the cracks, and they want to see a state level stimulus payment. Maybe we should do something like this in Alabama. Maybe so. All right, so as of right now, that's where the Minnesota Family Investment Program comes in, and they provide monthly cash payments to families who qualify. Now, of course, sometimes this is the last hope that families can get. According to the governor, Tim Walz, he proposes a one-time extra payment of $750 through the MFIP program. He said as of right now, there's a separate streamline of the state's process for qualifying income support programs. But if they can make improvements to this program, it will make a big difference in the children living in poverty. And they said at that point, more people can receive the money. So they're looking into it in Minnesota to try to do something for all my Maryland people. Your $750 did pass the Senate. It's going to the House next week. So hopefully we'll know what's going to happen with your state stimulus. And then if you are in North Carolina, okay, North Carolina, you know, Petey Pablo, okay. You probably don't know him. Google him, honey. Yeah. All right, so moving along. Parents who missed out on the $335 grant in North Carolina, you still got another chance to get it. Oh, North Carolina. Okay. So parents with school-aged children who missed out on this grant, they have passed a bill on the House on Thursday. Now, this is Senate Bill 36, and it has more than $2 billion in funding left into it. And now they're saying, hey, let's use this money to give to the people who missed out on the extra credit grant that they had back in October. Now, that grant could be used for anything. They had it for if you wanted to just go out on a date night and get a child care for you and your child, but if you needed stuff for school, the online shift, they had a lot of things. Now, with this North Carolina grant, you did have to have a child that was at least 16 or younger on there, but a lot of people did not file a state tax return or they missed the deadlines. It was just a mess, okay? It was a tragedy, darling. Alrighty, but now they want to go ahead and open this bill up and extend the application until May 31st to allow more people to go ahead and be able to apply. The new application and amendment process will actually be laid out by the State Department of Revenue, and then Governor Roy Cooper said it will become a bill into law, and he wants to do this quickly. Now, the grants are not per child, guys, okay? So I know you're like, girl, I'm gonna get this for each child. No, you don't get it per family, but it's something. Hey, you know, something in my heart. All right, it's something. I don't know why I got a jukebox in my head. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to unemployment in Colorado. You may not be able to receive your new federal unemployment claims for weeks, according to your state labor officials, because they're hoping to have the system operational. Now, after more than a month of waiting, some Colorado claimants have saw their federal unemployment shut down or shut off in December, and then they were given the green light to go back in there and refile, reopen your claim, and you was gonna get it. Then they did also the rollout of the PUA, you know, for the gig workers, the Uber drivers, the Lyft drivers, the contractors. They had all that, and all this was supposed to take place in January, right? But as of right now, everything they said is not helping out like what they planned for. As of right now, they've had some system issues with glitches and with all these fraud programs that are going on. So now they are trying to implement a program that will be able to stop some of this fraud, and they're going to circle back with everyone. But as of right now, you might have to wait till the end of the month. This is in Colorado, okay? So they're saying, hey, claims will be backdated though to December 27th, and they will go ahead and get your money, but they're working through it right now. Now in Kansas, kind of the same thing, but the unemployment agency in Kansas said they're going to go offline for the next 3 days for a security upgrade. So they said starting Saturday, they're going to install a new security system to fight this identity theft, which right now the scammers are winning. Like they have all, I mean, they done got millions, almost billions of dollars. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not in agreement with it. I'm just saying. Somehow, I don't know what they did, what code that they knew, because all I know is like Control F and, you know, Control A, and I don't know some other little keys, but I don't know much, you know, but I don't know what they know. Somehow they were able to hack into the system. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Who raised you? All right. Moving along, but in Kansas, they will go offline. They're going to partner with LexisNexis. I know about that program. And they're going to get a new identity verification software as well. And so they said the service may be shut down from Saturday to Tuesday. Once that is done, it'll go to normal operation. So I don't know how you're going to file your claims just yet. Maybe you want to submit your claim early. All right. Let a friend know. Alrighty, Trader Joe's is giving out some hazard pay. Come on, Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is increasing their pandemic pay, while Kroger announced that they're going to do closings on there. So Trader Joe's is going to boost their hourly and non-management employees by $2 an hour nationwide. These employees will receive an extra $4 an hour with a thank you wage in recognition for their outstanding, inspiring work that they do every day in the stores. And regardless of Trader Joe's, I know it's nice to have the change. I do appreciate exactly all of what you are doing, from our truckers to our teachers, everyone that's on the front line fighting this pandemic. If no one else tell you, I got nothing but love for you, baby. All righty. Now, the increase comes after President Joe Biden has called on employers to provide hazard pay to frontline essential workers. Other states have decided to go ahead and implement this measure, like in Seattle, in California, Long Beach, and Berkeley. They passed where grocery workers will receive it. In Los Angeles, I think they're doing a hero pay for like $4 to $5 an hour. But now Trader Joe's said, hey, they can go ahead and get in on the fun. They're going to, get in. Now, Kroger, not so much. Kroger is like, look, we're going to close a few grocery stores in California. Now, I don't know if the decision to close the grocery stores was maybe, you know, they didn't have a lot of funding. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't just a popular store. But some say, word on the street, is that because they didn't want to have to pay the hazard pay. Now, we're going to say that that's not the case, but you never know. Alrighty. Now, if you're looking for some extra dollars, I mean like $8,500 and maybe a man, or maybe a nice place to eat, and you know, just a nice little change of scenery, right? You've been in the same place for 9 to 10 months. It's a whole pandemic going on, right? Well, in Indiana lawmakers are considering a grant to attract remote workers. So they can now join Mississippi, Georgia, Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're passing what is called a House Bill 1416, which would establish a remote worker grant that will offer out-of-state individuals up to $8,500, up to $8,500, but it starts at about $5,000 to relocate to Indiana. Now, on there, they said, hey, other cities and states are doing this right now. A lot of people are looking for work, looking for a change. Why don't they come on over to Indiana? We got some good food. We right next door to Chicago. We can do some things. You can make it shake and bake. And so they said, hey, if you decide to move, they do have incentives that could include housing enticements, moving expenses, and even up to $20,000 in cash. Now, some of the requirements is to be eligible, the worker must have been living out of state for at least the past 3 years. You must be a full-time employee and work from home or in a co-working space. And the individual will not receive the grant until they have lived in Indiana for at least 1 year. The maximum grant will be $8,500 for individuals earning more than $100,000 and $5,000 for someone who earns less than $100,000 on there. And so they have like some different incentives that you may want to check out. I mean, you know, you don't have to stay where you at. You know, there is, you can move, you can start over, honey. It's the weekend. All you got to do is change that up here, change that mindset, change your life. All right, and that's all I have on this Friday. You guys enjoy your family. I know it is Super Bowl weekend, so I think it is. It's Super Bowl weekend. Okay, it's Super Bowl weekend. Let me know down below who are you rooting for. Get my lipstick so it'll be in time for Valentine's Day, you know, so you can be cute for bae. And for all the dudes that's watching, because y'all here too, go ahead and get one of your chicks, okay, some lipstick. I ain't judging. Do what you do, honey. But go ahead and make sure you get some lipstick as well. And that's all I have. Buy my ebook, buy my plan, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.